burnt or if it's Michelin chef. I don't know.
I mean, it could be good. Let's see what they got. Like, it has potential to be good.
He is a silly goose. He is a silly goose. He always comes up with weird compositions. We've seen
But I'm telling you, on defense here, I'm perma judging one player.
The triple smoke comp as well on bind that he ran. And yeah, what Ender's saying, there are ways to play Phoenix on this map. You've actually got a really good wall flash initiation into A too. The thing is, all of the teams that have tried to run that have just generally not quite been able to get the same consistent value as the default comp. I thought we were going to see SEN run the weird stuff today.
Okay, Sentinels on defense, Loud on attack, and what a madness. We have a wall to block middle and blocks tree. That's nice on attack on this one. We are farming orbs on the KO. We're farming orbs on the KO.
It's amazing. It's the best ult that you have on the attack side. But when QCK only needs 6 orbs, I would expect them to be putting it into the Phoenix.
A lot of space given.
When we have a Phoenix.
Towards it, Molly into the back with the
No, I mean, that's a nice sight hit. We got to give him that. It's a nice sight hit. Second does good to get out of there. Who do we kill?
That's the first kill for him.
Oh, that's a ball play. Kawanzin has gone for a ball play.
Kawanzin trying to reposition now, taking up, re-clearing into mid.
Doesn't get anything for it, but
it's important now that Kawanzin stays alive really as well. Second knows that he repositioned there.
As soon as this door opens, QCK might just go for the flash.
I mean, he can have a good stun for his team.
Into the smoke. That's a right click from Zelsis. Deals with him handedly.
One
now.
Viper Molly on less.
Down into hell. Are they going to clear him out here? Anchoring player towards the back. That's how.
Kawanzin's miles away.
And that's a lineup being played by Les.
Wait, someone's going to tap this, right? Did I miss a molly earlier?
They want to try and push forwards into them. Zelsis, he can't stick to the fuse when this is going on. Time is really running short. Time is really running out. And Les is still alive.
Wait, they did not defuse us in time. Holy. Chat, did I miss a molly here? I think, did they not stick when it was just the smoke and they were worried that they were going to just tank one clip? Like, honestly, Les played insanely well. Like, insanely well. Obviously, you don't want to really diffuse. You're going to get a little bit wrecked from the smoke, but I think you have to try half that before the molly comes in. He did have 2 mollies. Oh, okay. Well, then honestly, he owned it. I think I tuned in just as he had thrown the first molly.
Probably the more mistakes you're going to make. Or you have to, you know, not check a certain area because you're going so quick. I mean, yeah, this is going to be a serious...
Dude, and Kawanzin and Les played this very well then.
So I'm looking at John Cutie, I'm looking at Zelsis in particular. This is a problem to solve.
Yeah, it's weird, and Sentinels kind of learned that they have to be a little bit faster on the retake here now. Hello, Prius, how we doing?
They've got so much utility coming through.
Molly behind it too. I mean, it's just a guarantee.
But Prius, you're not doing this.
Where do you anchor against this comp?
We've been blaming the wrong person again.
The default composition on Ascent, back when they had Aspas,
Series 2? Okay.
When they won Champions, they were amazing on Ascent. And what they did most of the time was just exec A on their attack side and run a lot of 4-1 A.
He does half days, that's actually true, man.
It's pretty difficult to stop.
GK hunting for the kills. 2 away from the ult as well with his death, only the 1 now. You're right, Josh. It's difficult to stop. Especially with the executes. I mean,
not too bad at the moment. Sadak's getting a little bit close to his ult. I say a little bit, we're halfway there.
Yeah, and I think the problem with that is that while Sentinel's composition has the Omen and the KO to fight A main, Loud can just dump flash, stun, aftershock utility in there. I mean, Kawanzin alone has enough util to make it devastating to try to fight A main against that.
In fact, they're already stunning off the rip.
And this is one of the problems. Compositions like this, maybe they're not going to work forever. But at the start of a tournament, when teams don't know much, and you have one really good idea, at least one. I mean, we haven't seen...
I mean, yeah, the A hit's nice. The A hit's nice and their wall's nice. Like, their default's good. Yeah, and this was really nice from Sentinels. We look at over towards Phoenix, 1 away from. They know we're going to try get an orb, and we had 2-person punish with the flash coming in. Look, definitely on top of it on that one, but the next round is when they really wanted. Well, obviously they were going to use the all into this round because they actually have pretty good guns, but they have to kind of win back-to-back, I say, as I look at Sadak's money, and he's bought quite a lot.
Spamming, hoping, praying. That is so much damage.
And the shock dart
Here it is. Tweez. Sidesteps it. Oh my goodness. One step away. They're going to be able to hear this reload now with a knife as well.
Yeah, the problem is once you go back and hold this angle back of sight, it's just as strong.
From John QD, popping both nano swarms in time.
Delays it for a few seconds at least. Now they're just starting to walk their way in. So that flash rebounds. And through the back as well. Counter flash play once more. That's Celsius just trying to set them up, but he's
damn, he did good to get one here.
To all of them as well as the smoke fades away. Lucky to just grab the one, but they've still got these anchoring players to deal with. They're stunned. Maybe enough to jump on top of the shot. Yeah, you have no choice but to try and get out of there.
Kind of nice when you know that people like to fall back to that angle.
Down into the side still here, close to the smoke. Sassy's low enough here. Kawazinka grab a second, not quite. Sassy. He's weathering the storm entirely.
I mean, it's a freebie. It's like 1 HP. Odin.
Sentinels hold on against a loud idea on B there that looked fairly interesting. I mean, just trying to.
Okay, now we get into the big round. Sadak is a little bit wrecked money-wise. Less buys his own Odin.
Unusual, awkward. But this was a round where
We got Phoenix ult.
had already got them into a 5v4. And they were winning a lot of those rounds on split as well. It was the 4v5s where they were struggling when they lost a player early. Now QCK has that ult online. What's their plan?
Odin's out of here, they get the stinger, and they're looking to go for that A hit again, or A split this time. Knife hits 3, so they can't insta hit. And honestly, that's a lot of info. Who is this on short? You don't push into that though.
Meeting some congestion, and that's just all about the timing through the smokes. Fast now. That's their approach.
Wasn't expecting this close up short. Oh man, there is so much util on his screen.
Is at the back of Jenny, dodging the flash, still alive behind the dice as well. Reposition with the TP. John QT.
Hey, John did good. John did great here as well. And maybe would wanted to have seen a swing at the same time from Tens, but still very nicely done.
Dodge that flash, maintain control, allow John to come in through heaven.
Oh, they dealt with this pretty well. Sassy's ult was great.
Didn't really get too much done because the SEN players were so fast to be able to pivot between the two angles.
Yeah, it felt like I feel like the silent MVP here was the knife that hit 3 really early on. Then you can have 4 people in the right area. I think
talk about how unusual this is.
They kind of needed to. I mean, they got the first kill on short.
4%.
Who's playing that?
Mate, I don't know. Scream.
Where's the 4% coming from?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, well, let's not like Phoenix is good on this map. I'm a big. We ran it for a long time.
Do the usual tidy work as well. Make
sure. A big believer.
That alarm bot.
And certainly, even the teams that have run Phoenix on this map before, they haven't run it in this version of the comp.
That's true.
Cowan seeing picks off Celsius. He was just taking a little info peek out towards Catwalk.
Yeah, interesting angle. Second.
Everybody is one shot to the outlaw.
Here.
Smoke.
No, they don't push this.
Do they know?
Oh. Oh boy.
It's not being done. It's not being dealt with. QCK.
Oh man.
What a mistake.
And now a potential chance and opening. Sassy. Who is this guy?
2v5.
90 degrees snap, man. All the way through here.
Townsend gets plant one away from ult, although they're going to use it into this one, but.
A rifle given up over to QCK. 3 away from the ult on top of this one now, but it's up to Tens and Sassy to try and play this retake.
And it's not like QCK could courier the rest of the guns to the rest of his team. So he's the only player with a Phantom.
They want to play up on lane here aggressively.
Going out.
Popped up. That clears it, just in case. Odin spam have to be aware, cautious of that B main player. Of course, they don't know that. Paranoia now moving forwards, and there's that just unconventional angle, still pushing forwards. Another time to be taken to his
Hey, nicely done. Cowan's in, QCK, walk over towards middle. Sentinel's got punished here. Yeah, the call to re-clear when they're on eco. I mean, it's just all about the positioning more than anything.
A bit of a fumble, a half clear, and the whole tower comes toppling down. And this is the play that really did it. I think they assumed they would be able to see the gun barrel if there was a player in the corner.
Yeah.
And they just weren't correct. Now, we don't know how Loud's composition is going to work here. Is it going to be attack-sided, defense-sided? So all expectations are out the window on what a normal result is for the half.
Purely react Andy from us.
Yeah.
This comp could be legit on. This comp could be legit on defense. It's just how they defend middle.
2 years, just facing up, stun. A little bit delayed, a little bit late, not quite. Just colliding with the bodies.
Both got caught. Oh man.
They dealt with the market players.
That's an incredible reaction.
Stun
from
was huge.
To go immediately for the fault line and punish those players. They might not even need to use the Rolling Thunder and the Null command. Those are ultimates that you can build an entire strategy around.
Yeah.
Man, it's so nice. You can always rely on Loud to do something a little bit mad.
There's another one. QCK might just choose to use this. Yeah, he is. Just in case to clear it.
It is good to watch.
There, though. Out towards the back of the site. Everybody off site though for SEN. Up the space. Sadek with the plant.
Spike planted.
That's looking like an almost impossible retake. 3 players off
Yeah, and
the
they
site.
just save.
No intention of taking this into the retake.
You're gonna
No
be
one cowardly
pumped.
has that Rolling Thunder.
Look at this. 3,000.
They're gonna save.
Oh, for God's sake.
Much going on. It's not even a problem that QCK has lost his ultimate.
Yeah.
They've got such major tools.
For an
There is a
attack
question
already. Yeah,
about
it's
how
already
this comp is
it's a
gonna work
really
for
good
them.
start for
They
them.
don't have
A really good
standard
start, and I'm
center. They're
confident
not gonna
that
be able to
on
keep
the
info in,
defense,
you
as
know,
long
mid
as
with a
they
turret or an alarm bot.
punish
But
middle
they'll
early
have
on,
to.
I think they're fine.
But they have a comp
You just got to make sure that you have to punish
so
middle
many
early. I'm
flashes.
pretty sure on defense.
They got 7 flashes to work with.
Yeah. It's insane.
So you could expect them to be re-clearing a lot on defense.
What if they made Phoenix's util 1 animation faster and he ulted? Dude, Phoenix,
And this is
the
now
the
2
more
rounds in
that
a
they
row
wreck everyone
where you could
else's
say that
ults, the more
Sentinels
that this
have
becomes good.
been
It's a strong ult.
punished or
Like
made
Phoenix has
some
its
kind of
place
mistake
right
that's
now.
allowed Loud
I
to
get it's not
back
the
into
strongest,
round.
but the flash is good and the ult is crazy good, and you only need 6 for it. It can be like an obvious game plan, but when you have maps like this where orbs are readily available, especially if you have like a breach that's going to secure it, Phoenix is legit still. It's not like a staple thing that you can play on every single map. It doesn't work like that. But is it in a good spot? Yeah, it's in a good spot.
They've definitely not been scrimming against Loud, and I don't know every team's comp in the world, but I'm pretty sure no one else is playing this. But you think about the other side.
Yeah,
Loud
I
have
don't
played
imagine many
against
people
the
are playing this.
default Ascent comp almost every single time they scrim. Like 99% of the time, they're going to be playing against similar ideas to what Sentinels are doing right here.
Yeah.
So in terms of Loud being able to just rely on protocols they've already built, that's going to happen. But SEN have to be thinking creatively, improvising the entire time.
On the fly.
On a map where they've also not had very much success in the off-season. Like, when
And
I said that the map pool
they
was great for Sentinels, I
never,
was thinking map
like you
1,
don't
map
practice
3.
against this.
So this is going to be rough.
You got to kind of
SEN
on
have
the
got to dig
fly
deep here.
adjust. And I'm telling you, on defense right here, I would have told Tens to buy a judge every single round and just switch it up. That's how I would have played
And
against
they've got
this.
a bait and switch setup here, Sentinels.
First 6 rounds, I want this guy to be in smokes, other side of smokes, anti-flash,
It's important.
judge only. That's how I would handle
Expect
this.
Tens there.
Got no
But at the same
drone.
time, Loud are not going anywhere near it.
I'm
We had
abusing
3
the
players
hell out of
bunched
that
up
gun.
towards Gelato, could have taken a main
I got
control,
Odin
and actually
B,
decided
I
to
got
take
Judge
it.
on A.
This
You
Viper wall's
should
lovely as
smash
well.
every round.
They can flash through it, they can drop it whenever they want. Really difficult to contest mid against that.
They're just contacting. Not scared of it, are they? Here we go. No command, let rip. That's going to be catching. Sassy, he's alone, isolated onto the side. He's got so much more to do. Tucked.
Oh man, Sassy,
He
He
TET.
dodged it.
Dodged the ult.
Damn, he's a god.
Spike down B.
And Sassy, the one that comes
Get out of
with
there.
the goods and gets out.
Gets
Really
out and
good
he
for
has
the rest of
ult.
his team, but he's made
Can
this
wait for
so
the
much more
plant.
winnable.
What about Tui's? He's on a lurk down mid right now. If he
I don't
can
think
catch
this
Sassy,
matters. Do we have,
or John Q,
I mean, maybe.
the round could become winnable again.
Balls in the play because they need to get the spike back as well, seeking to just spam when they hear that util, but you're right. 2 years. He can make it winnable, but he has to come alive. Hunter's
Oh,
Fury.
that is not who I thought this was going to be on.
Main player out wide, John QT sidestepping, dodging. Paranoia still available. We blind them up and another smoke as well. Fakes it like
Wait,
he's
that
repositioning.
somehow
He is
made it winnable,
still
by the
really
way.
stuck there. Mid, no longer accessible here, and it's going to make this retake just a bit more awkward. But with the door shut, they maybe don't have to worry about it. Flash
What a
play.
disgusting
He plays off of it,
flash.
Picks it apart and already gains the one, but still the plays now need to get into the
It
side.
honestly maybe needs to go a little bit further.
And 2 years needs to really speed this one up because with Sadak dead, it's all on him. Zelzas can stick it,
Okay.
and it's all being covered.
This was all Sassy. B is on lock, it feels like. B is on lock, A is not on
navigate
lock.
the danger, and they're able to convert. I love the pathing from Sadak on his ultimate there, down mid, catching John QT, who was trying to play an anti-KO setup in spawn. But the difference maker is Sassy here. Look how close he is to getting caught by the breach.
That's nuts.
And he just sprays him down. I don't know whether this is a read on where the breach ult's gonna come, or just a bit of good luck with where he was positioned.
He's 14 and 3.
He is farming. And I'll tell you what, my favorite statistic is this. Sassy, absolutely goated Sova player. You know what his map win rate is on Sova with Sentinels? 0%. Sassy has never won a map with Sentinels playing Sova, despite it being his
Wait,
best
really?
agent.
That's
Don't
a
know
mad
why.
stat.
I actually have no idea.
He's just done him dirty.
Well, it's not his fault.
No, it's not. I know. But
The rest of his team was letting him down last year.
Whoa,
here we
whoa,
go,
whoa,
an
Bossman.
opening. Straight down mid. One of the difficulties that this Flash comp might have is dealing with these operator players. You don't have the Sova drone, the dart, to just try and clear off the jet operator. Zekken did find a value with it, but they've walked themselves.
Cloud are
into mid.
doing great at getting
Just
market
across.
control.
TP into the back of the
Market
side.
control.
John QT,
I
though.
say he's not going to stick
he
that.
is
Alarm bomb grenade.
being assaulted now out of position.
Oh,
Still
John
used, but
John
a
needs
bit
to
of a
try
pause
get
again into
one.
the play here by Loud. QCK, pop flash. Play around to the sides, gained a bit of space. It's watched for.
Good punish.
Yeah, full Zekken grabbed that one, but no, it was all Sassy. Just spraying it all the way down. And guess what? John QT is still there towards the back
Yeah,
of
that's
the
a
side.
nice knife
These
from
flashes are being
Zelsis.
sent
Oh my
flying
god, the
all
util
way.
from Zelsis, by the way.
Artillery, no kills to be gained, but John QT still wants a piece of the action. Uptrap round the side, all the way home for
Hey,
him.
there was some nice
Sadak was
util
lost
from
in that
Zelsis. I don't know where he
source.
threw this knife from. The
adaptation
knife
from
over
Sentinels
towards
to pull
site, I'm pretty
Zelsis
sure
back
hit
around
no one,
so
so
that he
Sassy
can
kind of
play
knew that
towards
all he had to
spawn
focus on
and
was
send these
was
flashes
lane
over
here.
to help
And then the
person
flash was
inside.
really good.
Zelsis on his own is counter-flashing enough to keep his teammates alive and force Loud to make plays like this from QCK and 2Es where they're getting over-ambitious, throwing their lives away. And yeah, it definitely doesn't hurt that Sassy's 15 and 4. That
really doesn't.
definitely doesn't hurt. So Loud for the first time here, getting snarled up. The last 2 rounds not gone their way. Low buy.
They want to fight this? Oh my, and there we go, the punish. The knife connected, of course, but now...
Yeah, and if
retreating in
if
order
you're
for
Loud
Thames.
right now,
Backs away, he does have
especially if you're
reinforcements
Loud's
behind him,
coach
they were
right
just there
now.
for the orb.
not that I would call a
Sentinels
timeout to be like,
fighting
guys,
in
come
lane
on.
Zekken.
A,
He could
like
dash back out again.
A is having insane
But that time it's
success, but
Zelsis and
they
his feet
should
are
know
good
that
for
A right now
fucking a molly.
is
And
the
Loud
one that
slow things
is
down.
winning them the rounds.
Taking that breather.
Doesn't feel too much like an eco anymore with 3 rifles online.
Now, picking up that upgrade in main. Drone. Don't break it. Spots the 2 of them, and now it really alerts them that it's going to be potentially an A split. Obviously, the option to pivot it up into mid for Loud here. Knife deep, doesn't connect. They waited out. with
10
45
still
seconds.
has double smoke
Ken's
flash.
is normally good for 1 here, but has to get off the angle.
Dodges it. Stun though in his face. Is there going to be util once more? Have the TP to just disengage. Zekken goes down.
Wait,
Punish!
But here we
Zekken
go. He
goes
split it up,
down.
dividing the fight, and maybe he can
Ah,
create
poor
a bit of an
dude.
angle to try and get something
Yeah,
done. No,
it's a
Galaxy
lot of
takes it away
util.
from him. Sassy from on high.
Spike
It's down
planted.
2 years.
That is
2v4.
simply filthy. I don't see a way back in for Sentinels here. They'd have to make magic happen from Sassy and John Q.
No one for the guns. No one playing in hell. They don't want to get spammed down here. Kawazin's still holding for this flash as well. There it is. Lines it up, delaying. John QT just making a
5
clearance.
rounds? Not looking
Outwards
too
camp,
bad
this
for
is
Loud at
more
the
and more
moment.
Looking like you might need to
Again, they might
save
struggle a little
as I
bit
say that.
on attack, but
Hello.
I think,
Player standing.
I imagine they just have a punish at mid
No, not
early.
enough done here. If John QT maybe got something else, just got to back away.
And Sassy can't save the Odin.
Count
can't save
Dins
the
look
Arc.
very good in both
The
of the
kill
maps
onto
we've seen.
Zekken is outrageous. Because when you look at the way that Loud's comp is structured, they don't have a recon to push away the Opper, they don't have a drone to push them away, they just have to rely on flashes.
2 away from
So when
Phoenix
Zekken
Soul, we
gets
got
pushed off
Viper.
the
If they get
angle,
over towards
he
the
can
site,
repeat.
every single time they get over towards
And
A.
If you're Loud, you just have to hit the rifle shot. If you don't hit the rifle shot against the Opper, you're stuffed. And that's the shot that Kawanzin hits to punish Zekken as he tries to get back onto the angle. You see the little message in chat there, actually, from somebody on Sentinels. Didn't catch who it was, saying this util is insane.
Just appreciation, you know.
They're trying to come up with
That's
ideas
sick.
on the fly, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sentinels really getting tested here. Oh, 10's just slipping out.
Still money for the good buy here. Second this time.
I mean, you would imagine
He
this
got
guy
pretty
gets
stunned
flashed
up.
or
It's the common
stunned off
position
that
he's been
angle.
playing. flashes. Send flying with the molly as well. He can't re-peek off into heaven. Sassy's here. The Odin. What kind of noise cue is he waiting for? The plant? Yes, he is. There's one. No chance to try and walk through the door. There was a
Odin on this map. Like, this map's almost at the point where I would actually say that you should probably be running 2 Odins, one on each side.
Another flash made on top of it. It's a masterclass.
Okay, nicely handled. Really nicely done. This is a good retake on this. This is the first time they've managed to win a round over towards A. And they just played full retake, and they pretty much just put Sassy there.
And finding ways to make their utility work for them, right?
But the Odin works good. Like they can't even if you just think about just choke point spamming as well. They got nothing to get through past the choke points, so even just like a line of fire over towards short would work well. Odin's judge, anything like this.
It does. And I think Sentinels there, one of the things that worked for them, they found
5 rounds
before Loud
Doing
could
good.
really get their util out.
Man, if I'm Sentinels, I'm tempted to get a double Odin out
getting
here.
ready to throw counter utility, and they hit them with a paranoia, and instantly followed up with a KO flash, and Zekan's in. He's in so fast.
Exactly.
But still, it's 5-5. Usually we would be saying on Ascent, wow, what a lovely attack side from Loud. They've got 5 rounds. This is really good. But we just have no concept of how good this comp is going to be on defense. Maybe Loud need more on their attack side. It's actually really hard to tell. And I think SEN won't feel comfortable at any scoreline from here.
As Loud's comp on defense, it's going to feel good, I think. The Viper's going to create a lot of pressure, the double smokes. It's just all about if Sentinels can abuse middle, and the fact that Loud have this many flashes, I think they can fight this area well. There's a world where they want to fight this area well, but I think they want to fight this area. And I think that Sentinel's only hope is to try and go middle early, in my opinion.
Both teams have.
Actually, saying that, you could be...
I set up with the Odin just in case there's a bit of...
We'll see how it looks on defense. There's a few things that could work, potentially, pretty well.
The tag onto left.
But Loud could just own it by plugging the holes.
Zekan can hold that space.
What's this Omen flash like?
Nice little avenue, but mid is being taken now. Paranoia from Tens goes a bit of miss.
And Celsius is thinking, in theory, they could be walking spawn right now.
And I like this from Loud. In terms of what's been working, A's been working, deep middle's been working. So they decide to go for both all the way through. Tens.
Just seeking to try and stop this one, but GCK around the side. Tens, he deals with it. Might be a fake, but it didn't really pull the players like they were expecting. But they are slowly creeping in through tree. Side by side here, John QT. He's still alive. Knife didn't get off here, so he still has his abilities.
Oh my.
Not for him though. Deals with it with 2
Wow,
players.
he did unreal. He did so much damage with his util over towards, I want to say that was Sadak's site as well. Someone on site.
Make a play here. Plant. Will come through. There's a pit available for less, but I don't think he wants to use it when he's that low.
Should be Sentinels rounds. Barring a miracle from the Loud players.
Bit of spam here will do wonders. The smoke blocks that dart potentially here, close to the side. That's a trade.
I was gonna say that would have to be something mad. Sassy is 20-5, and there's still one more round of this half, and it's still 6-5. Like it's still like a close half, and he has 20 kills.
And then down towards spawn. The idea is that Sadak wants to lead the rest of the team through catwalk, but they ran into the alarm bot and the turret, and John Cutie then kills 2. Your fake hasn't really worked. You haven't gained enough space off the back of it.
Yeah.
So it's a cute idea, but Sen had the read. Sassy's got up to 20 kills. He's feasting.
Yeah. He's
Yeah, dude, look at everyone's kills and then look at him. What the hell?
Commando online and John Cutie in the radius.
The closest kills are 8.
The knife.
Backing away. Playing really far back, actually, almost anticipating this one. Yeah, he is. So he's still going to be able to get those killjoy mollies off.
Yeah, and this should work well. Let's see.
With the smoke propped up. Spraying away.
This is what should have been happening ages ago. Look at the damage done already. Oh. Oh, that's smart. Wait, that's so smart. Okay, nice. It all makes sense. Get 100 HP. He was on 2 HP. Pretty good. Solid tech. They got to push here, though. Oh my god, he's going to get so many. Yeah, gets him over towards the site. Maybe Sadak can win this on short. I think QCK had to get one.
There
There was so much going on. Sadak had low HP, decided to nade himself in his ult so they could res get out of there, but then they spent so much time resing that they couldn't really get over towards here. The ult was still kind of nice, but they just constantly had to spam a fire in this area. Yeah. Yeah, look, just literally, there's 4 people spamming that.
There was no
3 of them.
opportunity for Loud to win that.
Yeah, and honestly, Sentinels did good, eventually realizing that they can kind of like use the Odin to just have a constant cross of fire to do a lot of damage here as well.
I have no idea.
It's so difficult.
Like, I think they really would have benefited from two Odins if that's how they wanted to do it.
That is fearless, and it might have something to do with these comps. I'm not too sure.
If you're Loud here, I still think you're pretty pumped about 5. And they did great to get 5. No Sentinel defense, but I don't think it should matter too much. They can flash swing to peek every single corner. They got Breach to stun as well. Omen, Viper. It should be a disgusting comp on defense.
Un time que você nunca consegue esperar algo normal, porque não sabemos se vamos aparecer com outra composição, não sabemos se vamos jogar outro hero diferente. Tá um time sem medo mesmo.
Well, yeah, I mean, you just don't know which direction they're going to be going into when they're pulling out comps like this. And, you know, to refer back to what you were asking a bit earlier, we don't really know which side this favors. We don't know if this Loud comp is going to have so many more different looks as well on the defensive side. In theory, they got a lot of delay with the Viper mollies, the Phoenix, all these flashes to try and push them back.
Yeah, it's hard to know. I think they'll be playing a lot of like almost trap plays, like re-clear.
Yeah,
there's some really nasty stun lineups. Breach on this map is very good. It's just hard to come up with a comp that is worth moving away from the meta. But you can see that Sentinels are struggling. They have managed to lead the half, despite Loud also winning pistol. So that's excellent. They really were coming up with good ideas to increase the pace, to play for those A retakes.
Massive test.
Yeah, this next pistol round is going to be a big one. If Loud can get them both, then that is going to boost their win rate of this composition massively.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the default composition is default for a reason, because it just gets so much value. So if Sen and John Cutie in particular on the attack side can IGL themselves some good setups, we could see Sentinels coming away with a bit of an upset. I would say that it would be an upset, actually, for Sen to win on Ascent here and take us to a 3rd. But it would be amazing for Sentinels, because their Sunset has also looked sublime, running that Breach Fade comp.
Sentinels might need a pistol, really. I still think this comp should be good on defense. I want to focus on this area, because this is the weak area in my mind. And I imagine Loud are just going to put bodies here. I'm expecting Loud to punish in this circle within the first 3 rounds.
Les has bought a Sheriff. I mean, it's like the most defensive agent that Loud have, and he's chosen not to go with Viper mollies.
Incredibly based. Yeah, I love pulling out the Sheriff purchase on the pistol.
A nice wall.
Jump spot, 2 years season. They want to punish
especially
this.
This is a nice wall, especially with double flash.
Well into his own smoke. Would be the counter play.
Wait, he tanked a dink there.
Sadak lucky. He can just hop away with barely an injury.
Sassy has recon. This recon's pretty important for this. Get a better plant over towards main on this. Molly goes in, Zeus is melting a little bit. I say a little bit with the stun as well. Oh my, that was a nice retake.
Smoke in their face as well. Celsius is completely isolated away. Damage being done. John QT knocked down to absolutely almost anything. They're just spamming away into the smoke. Maybe Celsius can get lucky. Bit of RNG, maybe with a clacky. He's dodging all his bullets well enough, but still.
I like Celsius did incredible to get one. We got a lot of low HPs.
Dealing with it, sticking it, 2 years, there's only 2 bullets left, and it's not gonna be
Yeah, I kind of realized he was sticking this one. Nice retake. Molly was good, flash in from the KO as well, and a breach stun, right?
Is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, the setup, the Phoenix mollies even just on their own are cooking.
Double
I mean,
pistol.
Like almost the last piece
double
of
pistol
util that you think to optimize when you're thinking about running a Phoenix on the map, but it's getting so much value.
It's the first line of it. Forces them into hell if they are there. Then the KO nade comes in.
Yeah.
Forces them into that. With the paranoia, the blind, they don't know what's occurring.
Yeah. And you just don't know which areas Loud are going to send the utility, because Sen haven't practiced against this before. Yeah. So you don't know where's safe. But yeah, that's Loud with both pistol rounds, which is going to be huge for them.
Stun refight. Less. It's there, but eventually respecting them.
Yeah, you can't.
Away here,
you cannot rush against this comp.
Used, but
Like, let's
End of the day,
actually
still
think.
just an eco
Let's
for
actually
SEN in a
think.
refight.
Can we
Wes is
rush
just
against this
re-clearing
comp?
it immediately. He
We
is
cannot rush
fearless.
against this comp. Every single one has
The
a
more
bit of
kills that
util to
QCK
stop a
gets,
rush. I
he could
guess we can
very
include
quickly get
that.
up to
I
an
mean, I
ultimate
guess we
on
could
the
include
bonus.
that.
2 players spotted. This is Les just pushing him down, man. I mean, with the Spectre from this range, still risky business, but he's getting away with it.
You gotta take mid control. But it was just an eco, so again, I'm not expecting anything good until the actual Byrons.
Sends a CP deep.
Yeah, and he
Tree.
hasn't been caught.
Spotted now, though.
Yeah. Careful. Didn't get caught by the knife, but got caught with the eyeballs.
That's nice.
Unless being punished, they might think the B is open. Kawanzin's still home, though.
There's a lot of util to his name on top of it, so...
And just while we have a bit of downtime in this round, look at the Viper wall. This is not a common one. I haven't seen too many other teams
And the
use this,
Viper was
but
really good.
it lets you fight mid. It has a bit of protection over catwalk. Good protection
30
for B
seconds
main.
left.
Like if you exec B, you have to go
Even
through
for the
it
retake
twice
over
down
towards
lane
B,
as
it's
well.
really good.
Disgusting Viper wall.
I mean, you can get out of market pretty early. Or pretty easy.
Difficult challenge here. 17 seconds. Door closed, second.
They can get a plant.
They can get a plan, yeah. And with the door closed, they're not going to suspect
10
anything.
seconds
Okay,
left.
well, a market player, Chunky 2 rejoins him onto the site. That connects here. Enough time for the plan on top of it. Had to be extra short, there was nobody back site. Swapping around the guns for the healthier player. John QT, what do you do?
Given the ghost
4 players that are running
Let's
at
see.
them in a whole cacophony of utility waiting for them. Flash, just dodge for a moment, but you can't dodge the bullets.
And it's
QCK.
the best agent to be picking up these
Nasty,
kills.
nasty
We get the
stuff.
Phoenix
Up to the
ult
ult.
in, and Loud can
Max in
now
again.
add
They
an
let
extra
QCK
bit
take
of good
first
util
contact.
to their
He's already
retake,
picked up
which
a
is
couple
already
earlier on in the
outrageous.
round. And now the Phoenix ult online for the bonus round. What do you do with this though?
You just play
don't
retake.
want to push out too far on Ascent defense. You don't have a dash to follow up on any of the flash. Maybe you just use it for retake.
Yeah, refighting main as well. Maybe if you hit him using the util.
Sorry,
yeah,
chat.
Yeah. Just go in there based off a
Punching
stun and a
mics.
flash.
Yeah.
And not be worried about losing a player. Or possibly you could tiles crunch by running your Phoenix down
Wait
mid.
a second. Where's all this going?
Just hold W.
There's 3
Wait,
players at
Vision
top
Strikers?
mid. Suda maybe going to be waiting potentially.
Wall
Sassy's
over
here. He's
towards
holding
middle,
forward.
blocks
There's
it.
A flash on top of it,
Reach
just
flash.
combining all of it.
Damn.
And they're out of there.
That was
Yeah,
good.
they don't want anything to do
And then
with it.
insta reaction to it over towards A, and now you force them to be able to have a retake, and then you have a good ult for a retake.
it's
Yeah, it's
nasty.
real nice.
And
The
look,
good vision
Loud are
strikes on
ready
this
to try and
4 push.
collect the React
Sentinels
A push.
let
Already
them.
there.
They're already there's 4 of them in tree.
Dude, Loud are kind of like, wait, surely they're in A.
Right, but now
And then
now it comes
Sentinels
down to
realized they were
mid-round
too
thing.
far away to kind of
And
miss their
Sentinels
opportunity to
slowing
take
things
site,
down
and now we
are
kind of
gonna spread
mid-round,
back
and it's
out
a little
around
bit
the
weird.
map. Tens is staying A main.
These are nice
so they've
vision
always got the
strikers.
opportunity to go back to A.
You turn the breach flash, and then you turn
I
back
think
and
Loud will
eat
be
the
pretty
Phoenix
happy to play a
flash.
B retake at this spot though, especially with the Phoenix ult.
And then we had
So Sadak
Omen
doesn't need
flash.
to call for his team
and
to spread.
I don't think Sadak used
Middle of
any
all of that
util.
SEN, they lost mid control. They lost B main control. They're going to have to clear this together. But if they use util, they reveal their hands, so they're just walking for now, waiting for it. Now there's a flash. That was used actually sent out
Knife
flying,
is
I think, by
good,
Sadak.
because they
He got all
realized
the
that
noise cues.
no one is
Updraft
at
on
least
top of
in
it.
this
Now throw
area.
being used to send
They're going to be very scared
through.
of back right
Deep
site
smoke to
here.
actually just try and play out. That
Right?
was 2 years sending
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, threatening that Sadak could try to get in.
Okay, this is the retake that we were talking about. This is what Loud were kind of
It's
playing
gonna be the full
for.
retake, and why not?
Phoenix
QCK has the
ult.
Phoenix ult.
Alarm bot out.
Yeah, I think this could get dangerous. even
Les
with the lower
still
weapon.
has
It's going to be on
his
10,
smoke.
I think.
They don't have their normal wall.
Playing himself there into B main. Flash.
Recon does get a tag off. Yes, I see,
There's
owned
Sen
it.
fighting over it.
Damn,
Really
got
aggressive.
two
To the
pings.
front of the boathouse. Not going to be shying away. Beautiful kills from Les, but it's not really quite good enough because it's just
Got the
left it up
double
to
scan
QCK.
off.
Flashing through. Dealt with.
Stick to this.
This kid can frag.
He really can. What a nice round by Sen.
I think Sentinels, first of all, love the strat from Loud.
Now Loud are going to get rifles.
It made a lot of sense with the ult as well. I think I like
Less
the
back to
Sentinels
running
did
that B wall.
play into the
So
hand of
maybe the A
insta-reacting
wall
over
is
towards A,
only
because that is the
for
easiest
pushing
call.
aggressively.
And again, I think if they were closer, they would have just gone into A.
I think John called a beautiful
But I
round
do
there, really
think
making sure
that
he
John
didn't fall
did
into
good
the trap
recognizing that they
Sadak
were
had set
too
up.
far away to actually send it into the A site to
And
call just to
Kaplan's
not
pretty
go
happy.
here and to reset and to
Presence of
go
mind.
back and take
Mustache
B
is a
space.
mastermind.
Yeah. He is copying us. Standard dart. Make sure to clear through into mid. No kill though. Lucky to be alive.
Yeah, and we get into the big important buy round, and I'm happy that Sentinels have realized that mid is the weakness. But if I'm them right now, I'm so confident that they have the setup with like 3 people here, because they should be trying to punish it early.
But now that he's been pushed so far back, that's not.
Dude, Sadak gets the judge
John
out.
just setting up for a lockdown play B main.
Like this right here, this would have worked great. But
Limousine is
the opposite way around.
the role of a turret here, and when he takes contact, there's going to be spam from less with the Odin.
Paranoia
Knife goes in over towards short. Big question mark created with the smoke over towards here as well.
Yeah.
3 people for Loud here. Do we have Phoenix Molly still? No.
Seconds through as well for the B split. Extra element into the mix.
Wait, Les is kind of wrecked. Does have a pause.
There's a Molly, really good timing from that one, and he is fully
Yeah, I was
blinded.
going to say, nicely done.
Excellent stuff.
Aware of the little gap at the back here. Again, they did the ult to make sure that it can't get spammed. That's why the gap is at the back.
Yeah, man down now. Aftershock flash looks like a fast play into this one, but they weren't accounting for that close corner as well that's being played, because the door, it hasn't been opened. Didn't break the market door. And so now
QCK went too early.
What the hell do I want to do here? I've got a judge.
QCK went when...
Save it. Only 350 credits.
Second round in a row here.
It's
where
weird.
John has cooked up
This melted a little bit because a lot of the times you want the Viper to get out through market, so your retake's not good when the Viper dies over towards site, and then
they managed to end B. And
yeah, and then QCK went too early. Yeah.
You know, they didn't have a setup to be able to break the lockdown. No ability to fight over B main, and that's a freebie.
Yeah.
Especially with Les getting stuck in the corner. It felt like Les was expecting
Okay, back to back, and we actually have a Loud reset. 2-4 loss bonus, so they're sitting around 2,800, 3k basically.
But this
Obviously,
comp is
safety
getting
guns.
locked out. If you thought that all of the flash utility would help you retake B, that is proving not to be the case so far. And SEN are squeezing out some good value from the default composition.
Just by bringing these rounds to a crawl. Buy is a little bit odd, just with the guns that were saved by Loud. Not everybody has a rifle.
Okay.
Again, waiting it out. This time, the deep dart. Taken out.
What? What am I watching?
Sentinel's going to be aware of the fact that there could be a player pushed down mid, but it's just Second who's posted up there. Now, later in, about 20 seconds in, we're going to see that re-clearance into main. Flash play. Sadak listening for the noise cues.
Sassy meant to miss that jump. It's actually a very elaborate bait. You wouldn't understand.
It's hard to do.
I mean, Loud are pretty much all in, chat.
Silent one.
It's really weird.
Okay,
we
so
got
drawn
2 that
cancel.
was Senate.
Sadak gets a little bit of information.
2 that are Senate money-wise. 3 that can buy next.
Second is. This isn't where the team is planning to finish. So things are still being disguised here for Sentinels.
Might be running into the judge.
Is there going to be...
Oh boy.
No,
Sadak.
This is what I wanted to see
The
from
spike's been dropped
Sentinels.
down on top of it.
This would have farmed.
QCK with the molly. Just denying any chance of that. Trying to be a split into the side here. There's an Oka.
What a god, man. This is how you play Valorant, bro. You put these stupid guns in the game, you just got to abuse them.
Devastating. Turns TV
Judge,
force, though,
Odin.
into his own smoke. That's matters into his own hands, and he wants to have another go of it. Sadak shutting it
God.
down. Right
What an absolute god. The amount of impact this guy is having in this best of 3 is ridiculous.
That's a filthy good
Back-to-back rounds at 11-11 on split, and then this big round where they do some like weird buy where 2 of them can't buy next, and you would say that honestly their money's wrecked in it all. If they lose this, they probably lose the game in my opinion. And he aces.
Sadak's mechanics look so clean.
It's insane.
So damn good. Fire by power. They're getting their money's worth.
Oh, they certainly are, yeah.
Judge close with the wall here is nice as well. Minus 25. Probably one shot. Most ranges here. Yeah, and this right here is something that had to happen early on from Loud. A punish over towards middle.
There's a lot of players in mid. They're ready to receive this one, but they're just trying to
Dude, this has gone well for Loud now. They punish middle and this. The problem is we have to retake. But I think this works. I think this is fine because of the. Hi.
Spike planted.
4v.
But you have to take risks when you lose a player.
Yeah,
like
4v5.
that.
I guess they had to try and do something once they had no map control. A nice shot.
Paranoia sweeping through, and he's worried about the market players pushing forwards. There's 2 more players to meet him. They're more than aware of it. That is nice at least to just grab the one, but it leaves it just out of
Guy does
Sassy
dominate
now,
B
and it's a
site though,
1v4.
but it's too much.
Guy has been a menace, but what can you really do? Running and cutting seems to be the
Ooh,
aim of the game.
little dink.
deals with him. Loud equalizes.
Okay, and Loud did a good thing here, which was punishing middle of 3 people. So they did that relatively early on.
Speeding things up on the defense.
9-9.
When they could put more
Money's
pressure
pretty
onto
good
the
for
opposed
Sentinels. 2 full
But
loss
speeding things up
bonus.
at
They
the
can
start
still
of the
buy.
round is just going to run you into traps that you can't anticipate when you play against a comp that you've never seen before. Like they're not thinking about the fact that QCK actually has a little pocket with the Viper wall, so he can't get flash. Like, look at this at the start. He's playing anti-flash inside the
Oh,
Viper
it
wall.
has
There's
the.
just no
Oh,
shot
that's
there that
nice.
you catch.
This wall has a lot of layers to it.
You know, that's one round
You
where
get this little
just too many
corner
people
here.
fighting
You
over
can't
mid.
get
Sentinels didn't
recommed, and you
realise.
can flash outside
They
of
put their
it with a
eggs
team
in
with
an
this many
explosive
flashes.
basket, and it blew up in their face.
Yeah, so a comp that normally
So I
can't
think the
fight
more
in this
cautious
area
approach
and gets
is
wrecked by
generally going to
this,
be
they can
better.
actually play this area because of this over towards
Here,
here.
the recon darts
And I
were
like
broken,
this.
so
they
Sen
they
should
make them
expect
scared
someone
of
to be
this
playing
corner,
close net.
and then
No way.
and
It's a
then the
refight.
next
Alder trying to
round,
play it through into Cat. Not
yeah,
getting punished.
this wall
Still,
kind
they
of
hold
makes
their
this
ground.
work on defense for
Spike
sure.
dropped down onto Cat. They weren't
Double
expecting
flash,
it, but
you
that's
could
the
do
power
one
in this
middle,
comp.
one
You
over
have so many
towards short.
flashes.
And you
Play
can
them double
pick,
control.
And I
you
also
get
like the
exactly
fact
pick and
that
choose
Loud
your timings.
yeah,
and
you
now
pick when
using
Viper
that the
wall
fact
goes
that they're
down,
scared of this
and
KB
they just
and try and play the
exploded
opposite
onto
side
them.
as well. Good.
Now Sen
Bro,
are
they
left
did
reeling.
so much
And they're
damage
trying to
here.
take some map control on the other side, assuming that Loud are playing over the spike. I mean, the spike looks like a secondary objective at the moment.
Yeah, it does.
Just littered around the map.
Ten's
Yeah,
got the
Teats, this is
ultimate back up
this is
when
a
they
guaranteed video
Gonna see if they can.
because this
pick
wall
up
is
some big players
incredible.
as well that are just anchoring, but let's tuck to the side. Flash play just wasn't accounted for. Tens is all over the place.
What a read in this round from Loud.
Yeah.
They fight over mid, which is where Sentinels were trying to go in the previous round. And then they know that they're going B. They just feel it in their bones that Sen are going to finish B and try and use the Omen ult to pick up the spike. And so Loud had 4 players
just
ready
stacked
to
it.
collect that. Look at this though, the Viper wall goes down.
Yeah, the
2
double
players
punish over towards
pushing
middle
out
was
the
nice.
paranoia
This
from
was a
Cat
good
Wall,
crunch.
And then flashes in mid.
Yeah, they have 3
Les
flashes.
is just
They block vision over
shuffling
towards
to
short
himself.
middle, so you
Gonna
can be
drop the
close. So you
ulti
have a
balls
Phoenix flash, KO flash, and then an Omen flash on top of it. Like that
Loud
is
here.
a
Now the map might be
you
just
can't
getting out
play.
of hand for Sentinels.
Can't really
Potentially
play
even a
middle.
series. Second.
Did Zekum pop dash here, or
All
do
of
we
these
just
fast plays, they're
go
just not
close?
quite working. Loud have got the correct response.
Oh, we popped
Again,
dash.
Loud are not playing in uncomfortable territory right now. They know what to do.
So flash dash trying to get a kill at the beginning,
So all of the protocols seem really good.
and then now they have nothing to try force into the site.
Situation
2-person
running out,
fake though.
Tag up.
This has pulled
Yeah,
people away
dude,
from
they
B.
really over rotate.
So that was the goal. Look at that.
But I think
paranoia
this comp
action
can
just to
over rotate because
really
it
pull that
can
util out. But
retake.
guess what? Like you're saying, Spike, opposite
I
end
mean,
of the
look
map
at
here.
chat. Three ults to
Sen's gonna be
retake.
potentially clearing the back of the site here with Assault. Yes, he is. Sends it in. Doesn't see anybody for now. Waiting it out.
They're just not.
Yeah, I mean,
confident
this
that
was
the
a nice call
fakers
from
work.
Sentinels, but I'm
They're taking
still,
so long
and
to
again,
get
I
in.
think
What
Loud are
this
kind of
means is
fine
that
to
the
over
retake is gonna come
rotate,
through
but they need to
quickly
prove
and
that
with
this
a
should
lot of power,
is as strong as I
because
think it should
everyone
be.
from Loud is gonna be in
Yeah, look how much
position, ready to
util
go
they got.
As soon as the spike is
Oh,
They're all
planted.
playing
one.
range.
They still
Yeah,
got
this is the adjustment.
5 flashes.
Well, they have to play away from the breach ult, don't they?
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait, look at
No,
Sentinels.
just
They've
far
got
too
3
much.
people
And
here
Fury
because of the
from
breach
far,
ult that's
far
going to go over
away here,
towards
rolling
site.
on top of it,
Where's my
trying to set it
Silver ult?
up, colliding and collapsing, but those aren't really
Silver
kills,
ult got
just dropping a
cancelled by
player as
KO.
well, and the ult that's from on top of it, Kalazine is just running all the way forwards. Another bit of util in his hands, but his teammates are just watching the right angles, collecting up the kills of the fuse coming out, and they need to try and stop this one. Just can't get past less. That next line
Yeah,
of
man,
defense
these
just
ults are
watching
too
the right
much.
angles.
Phoenix ult to
And they
get
are
the
running
fast
away
bit of
with
map
this now. This is the
control.
series in
Breach
their
ult over
grasp.
towards site. They played 3 people off site
Sen
thinking they
have
can
a good
Silver ult
idea
here,
there.
but
We
the
wanna play
KO
offside.
just
We
went
wanna
close
avoid
and
the
just
breach
hit the
on
Silver
Phoenix
ult,
and
so it
then
couldn't
we
do
want to be able
anything.
to fight back in. But they're
The
too
3
late.
ults
timing
were
is
just
off.
too strong.
They weren't able to help their players that were on site. And instead, we just saw 3 people
Yeah, how
kind
many-
of turtled up in B
He only got
with
one-
no way
he only
of
got
being
one
able
of
to
his
stop this
Silver ult.
defuse. At this point, the round's
1
already
out of
over,
3 for his
despite the fact
Silver
that Sen
ult.
still have most of their team alive. And Loud are throwing too many
Zainab,
threats
thank you so much
out
with the
there
prime.
for Sen
Thank you
to deal
with the A-mums.
We're back into the round. Zelsis has his ult online.
Plays into mid.
Okay, this is it for Sentinels.
QCK,
Last
you're not gonna
chance,
expect
really. The
this,
money's
are
going to be
you?
racked. 2-9 on top of this. You got 3k.
The
If
thing
they
is,
lose.
too, now the KO ult is actually not hugely beneficial. It doesn't turn off Killjoy utility, Cypher trips, that kind of thing.
Spots it. Offloading the pit
Oh.
here. Ult was not online.
Cancel
here,
or
but
go?
draft. Dash now active too, but how do they want to clear this one with the paranoia? Drone potentially available to them.
They're all so low. Oh no. Hey, if anything, I think Sentinel's got a little bit lucky to actually have the numbers after this. That could have been so much worse.
So much util. Enough to just clear him all the way out. The flash is sent flying over the top, and they don't want anything to do with this site.
Look how good the Phoenix wall even is there to threaten that they could be flooded in. Back away. Has taken position and gotten information.
Fully aware.
SEN are getting herded around the map.
Just into mid, playing around.
Getting herded around the map.
It's
good.
Just one of the heads crossing over towards the A site. Sends out the smokes as well. All this delay. And even buying time as well for this rotation.
It's done.
It's going to be here.
Wait, Sadak didn't go sight because he's scared of short. Oh, it's less done. I take it all back.
With the rest of his team now. Maybe a plan to Naya with the nade, doesn't quite catch. Still, they have that player advantage, and Loud should be set up.
What is the timing on this? There's going to be 3 of them here. Nope, there's going to be 1 of them here.
And here it is.
3-door Phoenix Heaven.
Start to account for it. 3 players at the door, though, and it's
Good
only
luck,
Second holding close to the corner. He's just immediately cleaned up. Shugdar didn't clean up the kill, but it's only just Sassy collecting it, not planning for them.
Damn, it's not planning for them, so the guy Heaven could just hold.
They've got it all the way through. He's got half running backwards and forwards, half of it already.
Yeah, nicely handled, man. There, it's impressive. Yeah, not a good plan for where they played on this one. They're gonna have to somehow get one. Okay, 3 chances to 2-0.
That's going to force a timeout from Sentinels.
Good news for Sentinels, they got a plant, so their buy becomes a bit better than it should have been.
They can't stop it. And you're right, the utility is powerful, but also look at the way that Kawanzin gets in through door. That's not a flash. He's just brute force bulldozing his way through, trusting his teammates.
I swear, chat, it all comes back to that judge round, by the way.
And this is the thing
that changed everything.
Having confidence in Loud, even despite all of the swirling conversation about Aspas being gone.
It was such a mad buy round as well. That's what didn't make sense about it.
It
was such an all-in round.
With Loud, the amount of titles they came close to, the amount of titles they got, it wasn't just the Aspas show.
No.
Listen, he stole the spotlight, don't get me wrong, a lot of the times.
And he is amazing.
But the players on Loud, the rest of them are just world-class caliber players, through and through.
Loud are probably the most consistent team we've ever had in Valorant. You know, in terms of the teams that they've lost to, they don't get upset very often. They only lose to top level
It's impressive with how much they changed their roster. Yeah, I agree.
You know, a hiccup here or there like Copenhagen a couple of years ago. But SEN are pushing them. It looks winnable. It really does. This is a clash between 2 top-level teams. But there have just been, by the look of it, too many questions thrown at them with this unorthodox composition. And SEN are struggling to keep their heads afloat. Treading water right now.
Yeah, and every time this wall goes up, you're kind of petrified.
Slipping point for the map for the series. Loud.
Feels like B has felt weak though. If you look at the rounds, B's a lot weaker than I thought it would be.
SEN flying. Sadak. Talk about unconventional. I mean, he's got the operator in his hand, but he's going to respect it when he hears his util being used.
Oh, but they have the double setup where you have the smoke here. And then you can just play back to sight.
You just don't expect
Second goes down. They now have to split. No one to go through the chokes.
For Loud. Tiny angle, but QCK just enough. Collects another. 3 players left to stand against this one. 3 players from SEN to try and stay alive in the series. But they're being worked, pushed and pulled into all the places, and Loud are expecting it now. Paranoia in the hands of 2 years. Jump spot from Kawazin, waiting for the contact.
Holding on towards A main. That's just
oh
my goodness.
Stand. 40 seconds left. It's
he deleted him.
Contact plays through and through. Hunting for a kill.
And it looks like vindication for Loud. Massive player advantage, a match point, the stun as well. Pressure on Zels, time running low.
All the awareness in the world, 20 seconds, like you said, the time running low, close to the corner, it's only Zels.
Oh my goodness, B3N. Why have you just filled up? Why have you filled it up? Ben, how many did you do? I'm still scrolling. Okay, lovely game.